Do you ever wake up and feel like you're just not enough? Like God somehow missed you when he was handing out purpose? You're not alone, but what if you were chosen before the stars were even born? If that stirs your heart, hit subscribe to Daily Devotional for faith-filled hope every single day. Ephesians 1:4 says something breathtaking. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. Let that sink in. Before time began, God picked you. Not because of your job, your likes on Instagram, or how many times you've messed up. He chose you because he loves you. But here's what most people missed out. It's not a dead end. It's God's gentle nudge to discover your eternal worth in him. Today we're diving deep. I'll share 3 biblical steps to crush doubt and step boldly into God's purpose for you. So stay with me. Let's find hope together. This verse, Ephesians 1:4, it's a lifeline. Before the world spun into existence, before TikTok trends or Netflix binges, God looked across eternity and said, I choose you, not for what you've done, but for who you are in him. Doubt doesn't get to define you. God's choice does. Let's go back to the Bible. Picture David in 1 Samuel 16, a scrawny kid forgotten by his own family tending sheep in the dust. Nobody saw him as king material, but God, he saw David's heart, and he chose him to lead a nation. Or think of Mary in Luke 1, a young girl living in a nowhere town. She wasn't chasing fame or power, yet God chose her to carry his son. Her doubts, they were real, but God's plan, it was bigger. Here are 2 verses to hold close. Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. God's plan for you isn't some last-minute idea. It's woven into your soul. And Romans 8:38-39. Nothing, not your fears, not your failures, can rip you away from God's love. Here's the heart of it. Doubt is human, but God's choice, it's eternal. Ephesians 1:4 says you're chosen to live holy, blameless, wrapped in his love, in a world screaming for you to prove your worth. God whispers, I already chose you. So pause for a second. What's a verse that lifts you when doubt creeps in? Drop a prayer emoji in the comments and share it with us. Let me tell you something personal. A couple of years ago, I was stuck. It was US Thanksgiving, and I was scrolling through social media, seeing everyone's picture-perfect lives, big families, fancy dinners, and me, I felt invisible. I kept asking, God, did you forget me? Doubt was loud, but then I found Ephesians 1:4. I started praying, Lord, you chose me. Show me why. Bit by bit, I saw it. My worth wasn't in what I didn't have. It was in his love that never lets go. Then there's Sarah. I met her in Toronto, a city bursting with cultures and stories. She's a Canadian Christian, but she felt lost in the crowd. Doubt told her she didn't matter, but she joined a prayer group, leaned into Ephesians 1:4, and something shifted. Now she runs a mental health ministry, helping others find God's love in their darkest moments. Her story. It's proof faith and mental health can walk hand in hand. Doubt doesn't have to win. Here are 3 biblical steps straight from Ephesians 1:4 to help you embrace God's purpose and silence those nagging voices. Step 1. Reframe doubt as faith's doorway. Doubt isn't your enemy, it's a chance to trust God deeper. Ephesians 1:4 says you're chosen. Grab a sticky note, write God chose me, and put it on your mirror. Every time doubt whispers, you're not enough, look at that note and say, God says I am. Step 2. Pray your purpose daily. Take 5 minutes every morning. Pray, Lord, show me your purpose for me. Jesus did this in Mark 1:35, slipping away before dawn to pray. Prayer doesn't just calm your heart, it aligns you with God's choice. Which step are you starting with? Drop a light bulb emoji in the comments and let us know. Step 3, serve others to see God's plan. This week, serve someone. Maybe it's a friend who's struggling, a stranger who needs a smile, or your church's food drive. Galatians 5:13 says to serve in love. When you pour out God's love, you'll see his purpose for you come alive. If you're ready to grow closer to God, hit subscribe to Daily Devotional for daily inspiration to live his purpose. Here's a challenge. Join our 7-day Chosen by God challenge. Pray every morning, serve someone, and comment your progress below. Let's crush doubt together. Your doubts, they don't disqualify you. They're God's way of pulling you closer. Ephesians 1:4 says you're chosen, holy, loved. In a world that measures you by followers or achievements, God says, I made you on purpose for a purpose. Think of Peter in John 21. He'd failed Jesus, denied him 3 times, doubt crushed him. But on that beach, Jesus restored him. Peter went from broken to building the church. You too can go from doubt to shining God's light. So here's your next step. Pray today, God, show me your purpose. Forgive yourself for those moments of doubt. Serve someone this week and comment below. How will you live as God's chosen? Don't miss out. Subscribe to Daily Devotional and hit the bell for daily faith boosts. Want more? Watch our video on prayer for anxiety next. Let's keep growing in faith. Your doubt, it's not the end. It's the start of a stronger, bolder faith. You're chosen. Now go shine.